Frauditor mania. I love you so much. Thanks. You are so awesome. You are super. Eagle Nick says that. You are super. And I thank you.
Are you die right now?
Yep.
La 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 la. I don't care what you say. La la la.
Hi.
Hello.
You're triggering me. You're trying to get me
That's
emotionally active.
I'm not trying to. You're doing it to yourself.
The cameras,
Yeah,
witness.
that's fine. There's lots of witnesses. We're in the middle of the public.
You stepped in the puddle, buddy. Your sock's gonna get all wet. Your sock is all soaked and wet.
Oh, what an assault.
Fuck you up. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say it again, bro. Say it again. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Wait.
Are you serious right now?
Yes, like I can like stay out here with my camera and stuff.
Certainly.
Yeah. Oh, my name's Russ. Your name, ma'am? Wow. Holy cow. Such rude and unprofessionalism. Or, I mean, orally or in writing.
I'm gonna shut this window.
Can I-
I'm not agreeing to be in video.
Can I do an open records request? Please?
Let's go.
Don't you touch me. Don't you put hands on me. This is a lawsuit, sir.
Okay.
Everybody see what's happening? Look at this.
They're wrong.
Quit touching my penis! Quit touching my penis! Quit touching my penis! It's not. It's called a public easement. Quit trying to fucking bully me. I know my rights.
Stop. Come on. You're like an old man, and I'm an old man.
Sir, that's not nice of you, sir. That's not nice of you.
Go ask her. Go ask her, by the way. You cocksucker. Hey. Go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'm not resisting. Go ahead. I'm not resisting. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're making her out. That's how you throw your kid, right? It's a First Amendment right violation. I'm a press.
Get the f*** off me. Call the police.
No, you wanted to stand there and hold your cell phone in my face is what you wanted to do. Yes, you do. Take your cell phone and go and make your complaint, okay? Okay.
Those are my fucking court records on the floor.
Get this off my wrist!
She has a broken back, by the way, too.
You think that me wanting to know where to find you has anything to do with YouTube? You're sadly mistaken. Your name is going on the lawsuit.
You know what? Guys, I don't like talking about for public safety. I don't. Everyone talks about for public safety. I am over Chris. Because Chris is what Chris is. A pathological liar. But the thing is, he's also an idiot. For a guy that talks as big as a game as he does, he's so stupid that he makes himself look like a fool on the internet. Everything that he does, he falls flat on his face. Those type of people in society are scary. When you're a desperate person with nothing to lose, no sense of right and wrong, no sense of morality, no sense of dignity, no sense of self whatever, self anything. Honestly, it's sad. Like he must, like, I don't know. But for public safety swung And I'm finna swing back because for public safety really put his foot in his mouth this time. And we're gonna have fun. Just a quick hello. Say a quick hello. A lot of people here. Great to see everybody on this Monday evening. It's snowing up here in the East Coast. Got about 4 inches today. Hopefully everybody's having a wonderful Monday evening. Let's go into the top. We see Joe is here. James is here. David is here. Steven is here. Society Red is here. The other James, there's 2 James apparently, is here. MC Dillygaff is here. Oops. My own prison, Jimmy D. Do-Rag Cowboy. Yep. Greg is here. Well, you're first on David E. Person's stream. There you go. There you go. It's all that matters. Dragon Lady Crafts is here. Unfortunately, Dumbwaiter may get out of court Thursday due to President calling for a day of mourning for President Carter. Well, it is a greater cause, but who knows, you know? Who knows? Nancy Newhoff, David B., Larry, Cliff, Marty, Lorez. Great to see you all here. Donna is here. Toothpick is here. Fraudit Terminator is here. Freedom is here. Great to see you all. You have an email where I can send you some information about all the BCNN idiots. It's in the bio of my YouTube. Go to the About Me section on YouTube. You'll see it right there. Send me whatever you want. I'm not here to Isle. All right, guys. Apparently, Hezekiah is not here, apparently. He had to comment to let us know that he's not here. What a tyrant. Let's bring our pals up. Doc Lenu, David, great to have you on, pals.
Hey, what's going on? You didn't catch your membership message there.
I saw I got one, but it got taken down. It said it was deleted.
What got deleted?
The member message. It did not get deleted.
Yeah, that's not good.
No, yeah, and it's the one from this great guy. First, trust me, bro. I mean, he's awesome. I know, yeah, he's the most awesome person there is. Just saying. But his membership message for you was, "Quit touching my penis," is what Will yells to KK.
Here it is. There it is. I lost it. There it is. Trust first, bro. Membership 9 months. Message: quit touching my penis is what Will yells to. Oh, come on. She would not like to hear you say that, but okay. Has his ill. He's ill. That's what he meant. Okay, gotcha. I feel better, Has. Oh man. So, fellas, what are we doing?
Well, I thought we were going to have to talk about that gentleman in Indiana.
Hey, you know that thing you showed me beforehand? You ought to show everybody that at some point. That was really over the top.
Oh, David, I got it right here.
Yeah.
So let's for just a tad bit of context, everyone. I was not going to live stream about for public safety. I said we'll probably hop on a live, maybe find an old Lucky Laptop video, or just hang out for a bit. Before public safety really decided to put his foot in my mouth and leave a comment on my channel. Now, some of you may have seen I did do a brief video on it a couple of days ago. Mind you, I was half sick. I was stuffed up. I'm still half sick, honestly. It's like 1 a.m, but I'm so angry I said I got to do a video right now. For public safety, put this under one of my community posts. Now, for those of you that are aware, I have some trolls on the internet that keep threatening to dox me and come to my house. Now, I have no problem if anyone shows up at my house. I got people here waiting for them. Got a dog that'll take care of them. So, come through. Come through. But for public safety decides to comment under one of those community posts where I'm literally being threatened of my livelihood and says this. Allow me to read it. Wow, you creepy little pedo MFer. Talking about me. He's referring to me as a creepy little pedo. I didn't realize that you were so obsessed with me until this. I wonder why For Public Safety says I'm obsessed with him, though I'm not even talking about him. He then goes on to say, I just ran you through a background check, and now I know. Stay TF away from us, you creep.
Yeah, here's the thing, but with For Public Safety, if you're not talking about him, he has to find ways to get you talking about him.
I know he's very narcissistic. I mean, he kind of, and I have one of my New Year's Eve resolutions, or New Year's resolutions, was to not be critical of people and not be mean. But he is really just a classic narcissist. I mean, he's one of those guys who, if people weren't paying attention to him, he'd strip down, jump on the corner, and yell, "Look at me! Look at me! Look at me!" just so he could get attention.
And we've seen it time and time and time again with him. And by the way, that is so cool that Mini Heads is enjoying his tea in Doc Lanew's coffee mug. So
that's nice.
Sippy cup.
Well, I hope that he's
sippy cups is
his skull too.
But that's what I'm seeing with him is anytime. A good example was several months ago when I did that live stream with JJ and Billy Meadows on panel. And what was the discussion? It was about rehabilitation programs in jails and prisons.
Right. That was a good program. That was a great program. Very educational.
Yes. And we did not mention Chris Reiter at all. Did not say anything about him. In fact, I made sure to indicate to Billy and to JJ, I don't want to bring it up. I do it, I even said, I expect some individuals to come up and try to get us to do that conversation, but we're going to stay away from that because, that's getting talked to death on other channels.
Well, and he's a classic example also of somebody, I mean, I'm always amazed at how he just makes this stuff up. Have you ever watched him? If you go and watch one of his videos or something, he just kind of makes stuff up on the fly. It doesn't matter. It doesn't seem like it matters if it's true or not. He just babbles.
Especially when he makes these broad statements that, hey, I have this extreme evidence about something negative about another person, but there's no evidence to back that up. It's always, I'll show you later, bro. Like he just ran me through a background check. Where's the proof?
Yeah, where is the proof?
Do you think that if he ran a background check and it actually had some incriminating evidence against me, that he would hide that? No, what a Kaiser's people, Frauditor.
Yeah, Teresa's got a good point. She said in the chat, that it's almost impressive how well he can make stuff up. It's almost a skill,
Well, something that someone else said on actually another YouTuber's channel, Generally Specifics channel, this individual stated, and I was on that particular panel, that he believes that it's very possible that FPS might be schizophrenia. I told him, my answer is I would not be surprised if he was actually diagnosed.
There's something going on.
Yeah.
There is something going on there. I mean, I'm not a psychologist or a psychiatrist, but
right.
I've got enough experience in those areas. I don't know. It really bothers me that and part of the problem with him is that I wonder if he knows when he's telling the truth or not.
That is kind of what this individual
Those type of habitual liars, it's like they just lie for the sake of lying. So like they'll just lie about things they don't even have to lie about. People say, "Oh, what did you have to eat today?" They'll lie. What do you have planned for today? They'll lie. To family, significant others, friends, employers. It's just that type of rabbit hole is not a rabbit hole anyone wants to go down. But like I used to think at first it was just like because him being an internet personality, just trying to be a big voice. But it's really just naturally how the dude is.
Mm-hmm.
Like this comment is not someone coming from an internet character. This is coming from a drunk old man that is either trying to spread misinformation about me or is just talking out of his behind.
By the way, guys, there's a little piece of news. I don't know if you have seen this. The Prime Minister of Canada just resigned.
Yes, I saw that.
I heard, yeah.
Yeah. And by the way, Don Ray, go Cox.
Oh, I want to catch up with a couple of comments here, just real quick. Warren says, really, he calls me a pedo. He's the one that told Tiffany's daughter at 13 she should get a job at Hooters. And another 13-year-old that's not his that call him daddy.
Yeah,
he's started saying that there is a child that he's the adopted father, not official, but it's one of those things. Why is this the first time we heard about it? And he's trying to use that as a means to say that when you publishing my address, you're endangering that child, although the child does not live with him.
Hey, there was a pretty interesting membership milestone posted too.
I'm getting to that. I'll be right there. I promise you. Marty Taylor. The writer cannot afford to pay for a background check. That's the reality, honestly.
Well, and that is, I would agree with that, because the thing that comes to my mind is he says he has 4 horses. He can't afford 4 horses. Horses are expensive.
Very expensive.
There's no way.
David Persons, member for 9 months, says, "Dear For Public Safety, please take this comment with the spirit which is intended."
In your ear, dear.
Thank you for sharing that. Very riveting information, David. Thank you for that. David B says, background check. He paid for freely available internet info.
Yeah,
right.
Google
my name.
And somehow what Google can show you, isn't it?
My goodness. Donna Ray says, nope.
Yeah. You know, one of my concerns though is that I don't want to get, I don't want to just sit there and abuse people like this. What can be done to A, help him, and B, confront him? Because I think people like Reiter in particular are dangerous.
I agree with that. I definitely agree with that.
And danger to anyone around them. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I do think we're on that borrowed time right now with him, that he's going to go over the deep end with somebody.
Right.
Hey, Terminator, how you doing, man?
Hey, Term.
He says there's something medically wrong with For Public Safety. Absolutely.
And there is some truth to that, because, now let me rephrase that. According to For Public Safety, he has to have a hernia surgery. And I want to make sure we understand this is what For Public Safety is saying, and not someone else.
Right. Teresa says, I think he has mental illness, but I also think he's not the sharpest person in the world. I think he rode the short bus. Nothing wrong with that, but don't act like you know everything. Exactly.
I think
that's like.
I will say one thing. I can't believe I'm about to say this, but I will say one thing, sort of, kind of in his defense. Let's face it. And what was it, 97 or whatever it was when he got that whatever conviction about whatever it was he got? What, marijuana possession was it? Something like that.
Yeah.
I think he's taken. That should just go away. It should be ended. It's done. Let's forget about it.
Well, here's it would have went away if he didn't drag it out.
I know he keeps bringing it up, and that's what if Dummy Kruger had done to FPS, had done to me what he did to FPS, I would never get on the internet again. Dummy Kruger he put the whole question to rest about what happened, when it happened, and how it happened.
Right.
But it's For Public Safety seems to be one that keeps dragging it up. I just don't get it. I think the narcissism. Was it Warren that was saying that? I think you're right. He's a preferential narcissist. He really is.
It's the attention thing. He was one of the most talked about frauditors on the internet for a period of time because of that.
Which is somewhat akin to being the best ballerina in all of Dime Box, but oh well.
Right. James Baker says he only has 3 horses. He ate one. He ate one of his horses.
And who is it that keeps? Is it which one is it? Wrangler or is it Fraud Control? Somebody keeps asking him to start producing receipts. You know, if he keeps saying all this stuff like
Media
he has
Group.
an international business or he has all these horses or whatever, let's see some proof. Let's see some receipts. I want to see just a little bit of evidence.
I would say not just Troll Media Group or just Wrangler. I mean, I think almost everyone that covers him is asking for receipts. Proof. Give us the proof. Don't tell us, trust me, bro.
And that was one of the things I thought Dummy Kruger did a real good job about, was pointing out that there's nothing to point out, that there's nothing there. I mean, it's just not there.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to just get that off my chest with this, because this is just
that's ridiculous. I mean,
it is. But
and this is coming from a guy. Didn't he tell his 13-year-old stepdaughter, or not stepdaughter, I guess, but Tiffany's daughter, who's 13, that she should work at Hooters or something like that?
Yes, he did.
That's one of the earlier comments said. I didn't even know that.
Yeah. And then bad thing is, I mean, pretty much everyone in that family they would not even let him in the house after that.
Can't say that I blame him.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Stranger just said.
I'm sure the guy is not. I'm not saying he does anything like that, because I'm sure he probably doesn't. Most people don't. But I just don't get the guy. I don't know where he's coming from. I don't know. I really kind of feel sorry for him.
Yeah. Stranger
just also mean as he can be most of the time, and it's just hard to develop a lot of sympathy for somebody like that.
Well, and yeah, it is. And here's a good question for you, David. Will you sit there? Would you say you know everything? Just in general.
Everything. Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, just in general. Would
I know far from everything. I mean, none of us know everything.
Exactly. And you probably also know, if you were trying to produce something that would take multiple skills to do this, you're going to have multiple people with someone managing that person, that team.
Right. Exactly.
You may not know how to manage it. You may have a vision, but you may not know how to manage that team. You're going to have to get someone in. And I made a comment one time that, about the size of what the government does is so big that I would not ever dream be leadership in developing that sort of project that, it would take people way smarter than me. And he made a comment, oh, yeah, that's true. There's a lot of people. And I'm sitting there going, but Chris Reiter, you're the dumbest fuck I've ever seen. I'm sorry, I shouldn't be using language.
I mean, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Yeah. Yeah. And
he's one of these guys who hears something on the internet or sees something on the internet or hears it from a friend or hears something he thinks is clever and just keeps repeating it ad nauseum because he thinks it's clever. And, we all know people like that.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes. And he's also in the mindset that he thinks that he knows everything. I mean, remember what I don't know if you read the letter. I've read that letter that his mother had written about how he dropped out of school. And his words to the principal was, you cannot teach me anything. I can't learn anything more. You can't teach me anything more.
Yeah, right. Yeah. That's not the way that works.
No, yeah. A smart person should be learning all their life for the rest of their life.
Learning never ends. That's what I keep telling my students.
Yes. I mean, even when you're a teacher, you're learning.
Hopes. We hope.
Yeah.
But he's just, I don't know. And if you watch it, I mean, especially this thing that he's had going with Fraud at Wrangler now for what, a year?
Yeah.
I mean, has anything actually been accomplished with that? He gets on and insults Wrangler, accuses him of things he has not been convicted of.
Oh my gosh. Have you heard some of the things he's accusing Wrangler now?
Oh, I haven't been keeping up with the latest. What is it now?
Okay, well, some of it's involving Kimmy saying that she's not real, or
I heard that.
Yeah, or something. and trying to do that. We've just crazy things. Actually, SWAT wrangler at home trying to say Kimmy was in danger.
You're kidding. Well, after
No.
that swatting thing, I mean, I still don't know if he did that or who did that, or if it was, I mean, I didn't. I just heard a little bit about that. Did he actually swat Fraud Wrangler?
Yeah, the police showed up at Wrangler's house. They indicated the phone call was from Reiter, and it was Reiter's trying to say they had that Kimmy was related to him, and the family has not heard from him. Something to those lines. And so yes, he did try to SWAT Wrangler.
So why is, I mean, if they can prove that it was him, why the heck is he not in jail for that? That's what I don't get.
You know what it is? It's.
And I'm not saying he did, but if he did, that's serious business.
Serious. It is serious. It's because the way the police responded to it. The police didn't really respond aggressive. They knocked on the door. Something about the call probably made them suspect that it was not what he was trying to make it seem.
It's one of those things where people take that thing called the internet and make it real life, and that's taking it too far.
Yeah,
honestly.
that is taking it way too far. Yes.
Well, that is incredibly anytime you SWAT somebody, that is just incredibly dangerous. You've got armed police officers with automatic weapons surrounding a house that they think somebody's got some sort of serious risk in, and somebody can very easily get shot to it.
Someone already has been killed, but has been unalived by police because of that situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and so yes, to me, if you SWAT someone, you're looking at a situation where you should be prosecuted for attempted murder.
Now, I heard a couple of people were saying that someone was trying to set Reiter up by doing that and then blaming him, but I can't imagine how that. I mean, that takes a pretty sick mind to do something like that.
Yeah, that would take a sick mind, and it seems like people has crossed that line a lot constantly now. I mean, 10, 15, 20 years ago, we would not even thought of doing something like that. I would not thought about calling police and say so-and-so did this and this and this, or there's something going on at this address that's going to require you to bring in a SWAT team to take care of the situation in hopes to even the hopes it's just to scare the person. There's that possibility of the police seeing something that makes them think the situation is as bad as you made it out to be, and they react to it. And in that situation, when they're reacting to it, they are going to hurt somebody, or they're going to unalive somebody. And I believe if you actually do something like that, you should be facing attempted murder. Unless someone dies, then it should be murder.
Well, it's certainly. I mean, they wouldn't charge murder on that. It would be manslaughter, probably, because it's
no.
But
something of the voluntary nature, like voluntary manslaughter or something like that.
Yeah, that would be voluntary manslaughter if somebody got killed. But
right.
I mean, the whole point is, I mean, let's assume for a minute nothing happens. It's still a monumental waste of resources. It puts everybody else in the community at risk because those officers are out there to help people who need help. And it's just, don't get me started. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
It is very ridiculous.
Absolutely.
And it just tells you the maturity level this guy has.
Yeah.
And
why don't we take a moment and reflect on some of Chris's previous blunders? In particular, and let's pull this video up. This is old news, but it's still funny to see the reaction. Him losing his mind because of the new LLC that they opened up, naming it for public safety. Like, that was the definition.
Please tell me you're joking. Please tell me you're kidding.
He actually, it was the LLC for public safety that J.J. Scarborough, Chris Ruff, and Anya Meadows formed.
Oh my goodness!
And the YouTube channel, but no, I haven't seen that YouTube channel post much of anything.
What Chris Ruff's been posting is not something I don't think JJ would have wanted to sign his name on, because it's mostly Chris Ruff direct D videos where he's getting himself arrested for being direct D. So,
I do have to say, and I cannot believe I'm about to say this either, but Direct D took him to task on that.
Yeah, I was kind of surprised when I started seeing Direct D taking him to task. But I
mean,
yeah,
I realize that there's not a lot of unity in that community anyway, but I don't know.
Well, I don't know about. I just think he's calling Chris out for the lies that he's sends out, and I mean we all will agree that there is a lot of lying going on from that little house in Waynesville, Indiana, out in the blanket fort.
What is it about Indiana, I wonder?
That's a good question. Why is it about Indiana? But then again, we can ask the same question about Florida.
That's true.
Florida and Germany. Gosh, where's Johan when you need him?
You said Germany.
Remember that look he's got. You better watch it. He will come get you.
Yeah.
He's a serial killer.
Yeah.
So why don't we take a moment to unwind and have a quick laugh with our pal for public safety, literally having a temper tantrum about this LLC.
Hey, let me say one more thing real quick.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we need, on our side, we need to stop just lambasting and making fun of these people and actually start having a discussion about what can be done to curb this and get these people to realize what they're doing is dangerous.
I agree.
I'm not sure how we do that, but it's something to think about.
Something for us to brainstorm. Something for us to brainstorm to see what we can do, because absolutely, man, at this point, it's about starting a conversation. You know, when I started my channel, I really wanted to do that, like have debates, actually talk with people. And, you know, people don't really want to talk, especially when they know they're in the wrong. So I'm kind of curious to see how we could start a conversation like that.
Is Hezekiah still here?
I haven't seen him yet.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. Let's watch. Let's do something fun. Sorry.
No. But that's a good point. Absolutely. Like, let's, something for us to think about, maybe reconvene on in the future.
I mean, really, at the end of the day, it's going to take them spending a little bit of time in prison for these type of activities.
Who said that? Oh, that's Nerd Girl. Yeah, Nerd Girl, Jen's World. Yeah, you're right. We are assuming that he has a mind to lose, so that's a good point too.
All right.
Oh, if you want something light, hey, Will, there's a newspaper headline.
Right.
No, wait, that's still. I'm sorry, that's the wrong one. How did I do that? Hang on a second. I'm sorry. Let me get the correct one up there.
No worries. Let's start the video. We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that. Yeah, that's okay.
Talk about the hostile takeover of for public safety. I don't want y'all to see me cry. Chris Reiter is still on my YouTube channel. with the corrupt government. Wait, let's get this out there, shall we? Chris Reiter is a criminal piece of shit liar. The truth is that the
sorry, Chris. You mean Christopher Reiter is?
Well, I'm not ready to say Reiter takes one to no one.
I mean,
what is the story? What is the story with Christopher? Also, you got Christopher Ruff, you got Christopher Reiter, you got Christopher Cordova, you got. I mean, wow.
Well, don't forget Josh too.
Oh, and Josh Abrams, yeah.
Josh Linto, Josh the frauditor troll. Sorry.
Oh, come on, frauditor troll.
Elected.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Government official from Meade County, J.J. Scarborough, started an LLC in the state of Kentucky in the name for public safety. They're so fucking stupid.
Actually, no, Chrissy, that's kind of smart because they might be able to make you change your name. You can't use that YouTube name anymore.
Definitely could.
How would you like that? I wonder what you would call yourself.
So tell me this, guys. If Christopher Ruff is not a government
Well,
op
why would they
or snitch,
why would he change himself if JJ was able to make I mean, I think JJ did copyright for public safety. If they were able to make Chris have to change his name, why would Chris change his name to? I would say shit for brains, but hey.
For
FBI, open up.
I'd say biggest
how about
toilet bowl.
How about 4 shaved beards? No.
How about lawsuit?
is he listed as an agent on a corrupt government official's business? They're in business together.
Well,
Literally.
if JJ Scarborough was
Look it
smart,
up.
which he is, I mean, JJ's a very smart guy.
Oh, yeah.
And, yeah, if he's smart, he'll get it trademarked, and then he can sue for public safety's pants off.
That's probably what they're in the process of doing. Because understand, this all just happened. It takes a few weeks to get something trademarked.
It takes longer than that usually, but yeah. You know, and it's just the one thing that always astounds me about all of these guys. I think Hezekiah has mentioned it a bunch on his live streams. These guys, I mean, this guy is threatening to sue half the planet because they're exercising their First Amendment rights, but apparently you can't do that if you don't agree with this guy. I mean, it's absolutely asinine. He's threatening to sue you, for instance, for what you said about him, and that was your opinion. Which
I didn't say anything. I was just sitting there.
Yeah, you never said anything. And real quick, Frauditor Comedy Show. Did you get your ticket? Do you have a ticket to be seated for the show?
Yeah, what's up with that?
Yeah, did you get that? Do you have a ticket, Frauditor Comedy Show? And if you don't realize, Frauditor Comedy Show has been telling people you don't have a ticket, you gotta go, you gotta leave on her little videos. So I'm just making fun of her.
Hi, Frauditor Comedy Show. How you
Yeah.
doing? Good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Yes,
we
always good to see Frauditor Comedy Show.
If time permits, we might get to their little video on Chrissy today too. That was funny.
Well, that was a very good little video they did on Chrissy. I like that one.
Yeah.
State of Kentucky website, punch in for public safety, and you will see. And I've posted it on my community tab for you too. You will see that, in fact.
Oh, be careful, people. If you know anybody
Hey,
in government,
that's my photo. He used my photo in his video.
You're famous.
That's for people that don't know. This is my photo. Oh, I didn't know he used my photo.
And this is Chris right after finding out he was getting sued.
Exactly.
cop, an FBI agent, mayor, you might be a snitch or work with them. Well, that's how he thinks.
So yeah, Christopher Ruff is the listed agent in the new government official's new business by the title for public safety. And these idiots think that they can take over my real channel in Indiana.
No, they're not trying to take over your channel, dummy. They're trying to make you change your channel name as an inconvenience.
Right. That's what it is. It's all just to. But at the end of the day, just aggravate them. They know that it'll make them. It'll get them aggravated. So yeah.
That I've already been paying taxes on for 2 years. By doing what? Trademarking my stuff.
So how does paying taxes
Wait,
on your
what is he
YouTube
paying
channel
taxes on?
equal trademarking your videos? I don't get it because
no kidding.
paying
What the
taxes
heck?
and trademark are two different things. Oh yeah, that's right. That's right. I'm sorry, good people. He's just telling us another one of his lies.
Wait, hang on. According to Kaiser, you don't pay taxes.
Oh, that's the best part. Thank you, Tiff.
You're welcome.
So when they learned that I already knew that they were doing it,
a little longer than a few minutes later.
When they learned that I found out, because I got people checking on stuff everywhere all the time. When they learned that I found out that they were doing this, let me move this down just a little bit. Kaiser texted me immediately. Michael William Kaiser, the murderer.
You know, Boogers, you keep bringing up the murder and all that, talking about that. But here's the thing. He's not sitting in prison. He's a free person right now until he gets convicted. And I said until he gets convicted. He may not ever get convicted, but I'm going to hold judgment until he does, because I don't know the case. I don't know the story. I don't know the details. And it's not my place to pass judgment.
You guys punch this in chat. The date 2/5/2025.
Which has nothing to do with anything he's talking about.
Yeah.
What was the other date? The other date,
1/9/25. And Frauditor's Comedy Show. Check your email.
I mean, it has nothing to do with anything.
Let's make that a very popular date, because that's when Kaiser goes back to court for a motion to show cause, a rule to show cause. In other words, he's got to prove to the judge why he has been violating probation. That's all I'm going to say.
That's not how that works. You don't prove what. That's so dumb. You don't. Rule to show cause isn't proving why. It's arguing to the judge why, or if your bond has been violated and whether or not it was an intentional act. And the judge has to determine whether or not it's a blatant violation and they should revoke the bond. That's what that is.
Yeah, that's exactly what that is. And it's, I mean, he does not understand how the legal system works.
However, Kaiser texted me. Yeah, he does that. Annoying. I don't respond unless I'm telling him to eat shit, off, whatever. So Kaiser texted me and he said, "How did you like the legal advice that I gave my friend JJ Scarborough and Christopher Ruff?" I'll publish the text message from his dumbass. I mean, I back everything with receipts.
You sure about that? Don't.
So let me get.
He just said, "I back everything with receipts." Oh, really?
I hadn't seen that one yet.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. That's fascinating. I wonder where he keeps them.
Hold on. If that's the case, Chrissy, where are your receipts on this? If you back everything up with receipts, Chrissy boy, where are the receipts for this? Where are the receipts of your little background check that you did on me, indicating that I'm obsessed and I'm a creepy little pedo MFer? I'm waiting. I'm waiting for those receipts.
Interesting to find out.
I'm waiting for those receipts, Chris.
Get this straight. You receive text messages from Fraudit Wrangler and you ignore him. Why don't you just block him? And if he gets another number, block that number. If not, you know what to do. Why not change your number? Because that's what I'm kind of curious. You're getting unwanted text messages and phone calls from people. Why don't you change the number? That's what I would do.
Like, people want to admit it or not that we back everything with receipts. We absolutely do. We've yet to be disproven.
Where's Dummy Kruger's video? Where is Dummy Kruger's video?
There's talk about, hey, put that, you got to put that in your intro. You've got to put that in your intro.
It's not funny when you lie about everything, dude.
Well, I mean,
I can do a whole intro just before public safety putting his foot in his mouth.
Well, I remember I was debating Christopher Cordova over on Frauditor Joel's channel a while back. And what was that girl who used to run around with? Sweet Tea, something like that?
Yeah, Sweet Tea.
Yeah, she came on there and started raising hell about something. I pointed out to her that she simply didn't have any credibility left. No one believed a word she said. Same thing with Cordova, and same thing with this guy. I mean, no one believes you. You could tell the people the sky was blue, and everybody would immediately think it was probably green, just because you said it. I mean, no one. It's sad, but it's true.
It's the reality. Yep.
Yes.
That's what happens when you're a habitual liar. That's exactly what happens.
Wow. We've yet to be disproven. Everyone who says that we've lied, Tiffany or I, they've yet to prove a single lie. Because there are none. It's really just real simple. Matter of fact, I try to test people sometimes to see if they're providing information that's supposed to be privatized between two people in conversations. And I make stuff up for them to do it, to test them. And when that thing comes back, then I know that that person's been providing information. You know who you are.
It's not me, but I doubt that you are smart enough to even do anything like that. I really am, because the way you act and watching your videos, you act like kind of an idiot.
I can't remember those. I don't remember what it was that I gave them, because it's not true, right? So I only have done that a couple times to test people. And in fact, they were sharing that information behind the scenes, whatever you want to call it. Got back to Todd, you know. So I said, I don't remember what it was, but I said something that was vaguely untrue about Todd to one specific individual, just to see if that same thing would come back to me in another form, and it did. It did. So I found out people were talking to Todd about shit that they didn't need to be talking to Todd about, which I don't care, because everything I publish.
If he doesn't care, why is he talking about it?
Right, exactly.
Over and over and over.
And here's the thing: he has tried to create evidence. He has had a phone call with Reiter, and I'll use that as in quotation mark with Wrangler, and you hear the call. The only thing you can really primarily hear is Reiter screaming and hollering at the phone, and somebody's voice, not Wrangler's, saying something in the background, but you know it's not Wrangler's. So he's not above creating evidence. He will create evidence to try to support his story, and then it makes him looking like a bigger liar.
Well, remember, and there was a couple when he had the live stream with the lady, and we thought it was Tiffany. Remember that a couple weeks ago, where it was the wife of the incarcerated individual that died in police custody, pretty much. And he had a quote unquote phone interview with a woman. Now, it was so plausible that was a fake conversation. I actually found that wife on Facebook, and it actually was her voice. Now, it's very similar to Tiffany's. They could have still been impersonating her. I don't know. But the fact that it's that plausible that people don't even hesitate to assume that Chris would fabricate a grieving woman on a live stream tells you everything about the character. Everything.
Right. Yes. Exactly. And yes. I mean, he wants to be a journalist.
Right.
Well, I mean, if you're already shown to have lied and lied numerous times to a point that people will not believe anything that comes out of your mouth, when you do have that really good, truthful story, no one's gonna believe you. It's the boy that cried wolf.
Well, it really is. I mean, he assumes because of his, I don't know what why he thinks it, but I mean, either his authoritative delivery or the fact that he is just him or something, but he assumes everybody's going to believe every word he says. And
he is very confident in what he's saying as is the truth.
Well, he's of the belief whoever talks the loudest has the most control and most command. And, that's why he's so used to just over talking people and just screaming and hollering at people, to get his way. But
I remember that time that he jumped on that live stream we were on and tried to sandbag us. And that's how he just would not shut up. I mean, the guy just goes, we could have been arguing that cheese was not cheese, and he would have kept yelling until he got his way. It was just amazing.
And just calling me names the whole time.
Yes.
Well, that's understandable. Oh, sorry. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
It's back with facts because it's true.
What are you talking about? You're delusional, and your demonstration is meaningless.
Now, I don't know about you good people, but if I was doing something like that where I was saying certain things to test people, I would remember what I said and who I said it to. That way I could say, hey, oh, I said this to so-and-so. Let's not trust so-and-so anymore. But he can't remember. So you know what that most likely equals? He's full of crap.
Just like this one. So this hostile takeover of public safety.
There's
Look
a
it up,
freaky laugh
Secretary of
dragon
State
we're talking
website.
about.
Chris Ruff does not own it. It's owned by JJ Scarborough. And it's really weird because he's got all these fake charges against me, and most of them are him crying and complaining about addresses that he has on government websites. And when you look up Secretary of State for Public Safety, it gives you an address. Gives you his home address. Oh wait, that would be the house he lives in address, which I'm not publishing. I don't give a fuck. I'm not doing that.
You're not telling them the address, but what you're doing is telling them where to look and how to look. So pretty much, to me, you're doing the same thing. You're actually telling them the address just without telling them the address. And didn't you get in trouble for doing that before? Is that why you're not going to do that again? Is that why the charges happened? Because you did that?
I'm not doing nothing to harm my case. But why does he? If it was so secret and private, then why is he publishing business names in my business name?
Can we just pause for a second?
That carries.
Okay, he's not doing anything to harm his case. I think he's doing the biggest cardinal sin to harm your case, and that is talking.
Yep.
I mean,
what's the first thing any lawyer tells his client?
Shut the F up. And I also just add this: we have 2 ears and one mouth. Why?
Yeah, exactly.
God wants us to listen twice as much than what we speak.
Except for the people who think that it means that everybody else needs to listen to me twice as much.
Well, that's for public safety. That's why he has that. That's exactly why.
You to the address of the house that he's living at, which is his subordinate that he got caught cheating on his wife with, because he got the girl pregnant. The nurse is in jail. Why, if you're so worried about your address getting out, then why are you using it on government websites everywhere? You know, can you explain that to me? He's gonna have to explain that in court.
There's no issue with using the address on a government website like the LLC website. But when you got losers and scumbags like some of your subscribers and yourself that'll go and allegedly publish the information that they find on there and dox them, well, yeah, that's a problem right there.
But yeah, so I'm sure that their thought process, because they were given this legal advice by their very competent legal advisor, Michael Kaiser. Take legal advice from Michael Kaiser, guys. Kaiser thinks, and he advised Chris Ruff and JJ Scarborough that they would be able to own the rights to my channel by doing an LLC.
Okay. I'm going to have to say this.
No.
Let's just say what he's saying is truthful, that Kaiser gave any kind of advice on those lines. JJ is not a spring chicken. He would not take a non-attorney's legal advice. He would go and talk to an attorney. JJ is not an idiot. So him saying this, like I said, even Kaiser did that. I don't think Kaiser did, but even if Kaiser did that, JJ would not just take Wrangler's word for it. He would have gone and hired an attorney and asked those questions. Just my 2 cents on that one. I'm sure a lot of people would probably agree with me.
I agree. No, I agree. I agree. Especially something of that magnitude, right? Starting an LLC is not something that you do because your friends tell you what to do.
Yeah, you need to have a lawyer do all the paperwork for that anyway. I mean, that's a complicated procedure.
So, I mean, again, I think we know if Kaiser literally sent a message of that magnitude for public safety, he would have shown it. He would have put it on his channel.
He'd have published it on the front page of the New York Times if he could. You really think he's not going to show something like that?
Nah, I mean he would gladly produce that receipt if he had it. Here's the thing. All these times he says he has receipts, but yet he says he has this, he says he has that, but we have not yet seen a receipt.
You have yet to see anything.
Right.
I don't know.
As JC says, he's going to put paper on us. He's going to give us that paper. Going to put paper on you. That's not what he means.
As you all understand,
LLC. Right. You're absolutely right. Claiming down.
Just make him up. Make fun of him.
You can have the same name of another business from a different state in any state. So the only ones you can't are incorporated.
Well, good people that know that kind of stuff, let me know in the comments, because I am not too sure about that, but quite honestly, I'm not going to try it, because if there's a lawsuit against me, that's going to be a lot of money I have to pay out, so I would rather play it safe and not do it.
Right? Corporations. So incorporated means that it's on a federal level, meaning in every state they may have like Walgreens, for example. So when you talk about that organization, that company, that business, then no, you can't make another business in any other state that's called Walgreens because, well, they're incorporated. LLC is just a state registered business license. It's not even a license. State registered business. You could do it online for a few $100 in most states overnight, which is what they did. So Scarborough bought.
Do you see that little hamster running that wheel in the head of his, just working really, really hard? I think that darn thing's getting ready to have a heart attack.
Marty said something in the chat that I didn't know. I didn't realize that he had a bond condition where he cannot intimidate witnesses. I didn't realize that was a specific bond condition. Is that accurate? And Marty,
I would think that would be almost. I would think that would be almost accurate with any case that you cannot intimidate.
I gotta ask why he hasn't come up on a bond revocation months ago. That's, I mean, good grief. He's leaving enough self-incriminating evidence to pave, to plaster a wall from LA to New York. I mean, it's wow.
It's almost like they're giving him enough rope to hang himself with. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, well, hey, well, I've got the correct newspaper headline up now.
Public safety each time.
For public safety, not for public safety, since he endangers public safety every time his mouth opens. Indiana Governor Holcomb announces Christopher Reiter, Craig Henry defeat Rampant Stupidity Fund to confront rampant stupidity.
And I would say for public safety, endangers people's lives anytime he gets in the car and starts live streaming too.
I still can't figure that part out. That is just plain dumb and stupid. I'm sorry, but he's driving down the road, usually smoking a cigarette, waving his arms around, and at some point you would think he'd want to control the car and maybe watch where he's going. I don't know. Maybe I'm just being idealistic.
Right. Oh yeah, it's just he's endangering people's lives. When he does that. Lord forbid that he gets in a wreck and actually seriously injures someone while he's live streaming. Because at that point, I don't think he's going to have much choice on the matter. They might not let him bail out.
Well, if he gets pulled in front of a judge again, especially on a bond revocation or something to do with some conduct something he does that gets him pulled into court, I don't see how this guy stays out of jail this time. I really don't. He's had so many chances. It's just.
Well, that is true. He has had a lot of chances. Now, I've also one thing I will say is Ray Reiter, way he handled Reiter last year. He did not give Reiter a lot of opportunity because I honestly think Ray Reiter is used to people like Reiter, and you have to be
He knows how to handle
with him. Yeah, you have to be. You can't reason with people like Reiter. Reiter has shown that so many times before that arrest, and so many more times after the arrest. You can't reason with him. So you leave. No, I'm not. If you don't leave, you will go to jail. Like the hell, I'm going to go. You already escalated to jail. Well, you already said no first time. So okay, well, you're going to jail now.
Oh boy! You know who I'd like to see Chris go in front of would be Judge Simpson.
Well, not Judge Judy.
And Chris would have the arrogance in front of Judge Simpson to try and still argue with him about his nonsense.
Oh, you know he would. Oh my goodness! And Judge Simpson,
you have no authority over me.
Oh yeah, watch this. Like that. Remember that one video that Kentucky judge says, "Well, I know one way I can prove jurisdiction to you. Bailiff, take her down." Jurisdiction was determined extremely quickly.
And that's exactly how you do it.
An LLC in the state of Kentucky. Remember, guys, for public safety, the real one, we're in Indiana.
That's still too close for my comfort, Boogers McGee. Anybody willing to set up a GoFundMe for him so we could collect money for him to send him to Mars?
Debbie's Tacos. Okay? Ooh, that might sound a little dirty to some. Debbie's Tacos. So let's just say there's a Debbie's Tacos in the state of California. Well, in the state of Nevada, another person can open a company called Debbie's Tacos as long as Debbie's Tacos from California is just an LLC or a sole proprietor. It's not a big deal. It's not a big deal. And a lot of people use that to try to claim the fame of the other business if it's doing well. I have no purpose I don't take this one single YouTube channel.
Let me pause for a second.
That seriously, guys. Like, I've only got.
Thing about Debbie Tacos in California and Debbie Tacos in Nevada, they're two totally different type of businesses.
Hold on. I had to drop them backstage real quick. Because I cannot believe what I just heard.
Take business if it's doing well. I have no purpose I don't take this one single YouTube channel that seriously, guys.
Now, everybody say goodbye for about the 7th time to the newest Frauditor Mania YouTube handle he has created. Go create you a few more, because Eagle Nick Audits is fixing to send you out the door.
Your public safety is a liar. It's that simple. Sorry, guys.
Say, yeah,
I had to pause for that. He just said,
I have no purpose I don't take this one single YouTube channel that seriously, guys.
Okay, he said this one single YouTube channel that serious. He doesn't take that one YouTube channel that serious. He takes all the others really serious.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't lie. He said, listen to what he said.
I don't. When you lie, habitually about everything. It's not. It's so hard to watch.
It is very hard to watch, and it's one of those things that if anyone remembers him after he is gone, what they're going to remember about him is he was a chronic liar.
Honestly.
And I don't think that's something I would want people to know me would remember me by.
Yeah,
So,
you have to wonder.
I've only got
exactly. Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
just under 70,000 subscribers. We could rebuild this on another YouTube channel tomorrow. Literally.
Well, I really don't know about that, but to be quite honest with you, I'd rather see your channel gone and see you disappear from the YouTube world and move on and get a job and make your.
Here's how you know that's factually inaccurate on his part. If that was the case, he wouldn't be whining and complaining at the fact that they were trying to take over his quote unquote channel anyway. If he was able to start over tomorrow, he wouldn't care.
That is a whole new level of narcissism that he thinks all of this is just to get his YouTube channel. Give me a break. You're not that important, Chris. I hate to break it to you.
Not at all.
and like I say, if anything, all they're trying to do is to get him to change his YouTube channel's name. He would not lose those subscriptions. He just would have to announce on his channel that he had to change his names for legal reasons.
And that's even I'm sure JJ Scarborough couldn't give two flips about what he calls what Chris Reiter calls his YouTube channel. JJ is an elected official. He's got more important stuff to worry about.
Casey says he has no idea what the difference is between incorporating, copyrighting, and trademarking. He doesn't. He absolutely doesn't.
No, you're right. He doesn't.
I mean, you look at him and you can tell that hamster is probably tired running that wheel in his head.
Well, he also doesn't understand the difference between an LLC and a trademark and a corporation and a copyright. I mean, she's right. This guy doesn't have a clue about the law.
Yeah, not at all.
Citizen. I highly doubt that could happen, but so anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I'm going to cut it off here because there's only so much you could deal with this fool.
All right.
Stand here. I like that one.
He's not lying, Will. The aliens did kidnap him and put things in his
That explains a lot, actually.
The hamster in his head died.
That explains quite a bit. I'm glad. Thank you, Stan.
Hey, Cyber Hacks.
I understand it now.
Cyber. All right. Let's go from one video to another video.
Welcome back, everyone. So glad you could make it. I heard tickets were sold out to the show, but you guys made it. That is awesome. First things first, I made a little video to show my appreciation to the members. Let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments. Tell me what you think. I really want to know. Alright, that was that. What do you think? Anywho, I have another video from Little Chrissy. Let's pick apart a portion of this and see how many times he gets it wrong. I'm betting a lot. So sit back, grab a glass of wine. We're about to listen to my new YouTube soap opera, As the Idiot Talks. Enjoy. Oh, how did that get in there? Gosh darn it, I didn't mean to post the picture from me on New Year's. I am so sorry. That is an absolute mistake. Please continue. Show the video.
First and foremost, the thing I want to say is this. You guys might be aware that there's a couple of people that are very active in YouTube commentary in the Wayne community by the name of Brick Jonesy and Let's OTVO, who have for some reason sided against Tiffany and I in our cases. In our case at Meade County, and been working with the government officials that showed their corruption and have pressed false charges and all this stuff.
Almost like your claims when you say you work with the FBI, or when you do false charges or false copyright strikes. It's almost like you do the same thing.
Yeah, do you guys remember that when he said that he was a confidential informant?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Not only did he
yeah.
say it, he yelled it in the jail.
Which has got to be that has got to be the epitome of dumb. I mean, you're in a jail and going, I'm a snitch. I work for the government. Please don't mess with me.
The purpose
You'll be in trouble if you mess with me.
The purpose of being a confidential informant
is that confidential.
Confidential. You don't go broadcasting it in a jail, or you don't go broadcasting it on YouTube, because that was a big thing. He was mentioning it on live streams, and that's why he was getting a lot of pushback. Oh, I'm a confidential informant, and people were saying, "No, you're not. There's no way."
If he was a spy for CIA, he would be all over Moscow going, "I'm a spy for a CIA."
Honestly.
Well,
sorry, I'm sorry. I'll let you continue.
So I'm aware of that. You're aware of that. I want to set that aside. Okay, let's set that aside, because I've had a couple talks with Brick lately, or at least one, and it seems to me like we came to an understanding. I don't know about Let's OTVO.
Say it again.
Yeah. So I was on panel with Brick actually last night on General Specifics, Generally Specifics channel, and Brick said, "I never had a conversation with this guy.
Really?
He never talked to Reiter.
I didn't know.
So he doesn't even know where Reiter's getting all this from.
His pointy little head."
So it's just I find him, here's another individual who has not done much with Reiter. If he ever said anything to Reiter, it might be more in passing. But Reiter's talking about like they had a serious conversation, and Brick Jonesy says, "No, we did not. I don't really care for him."
I understand that.
So
yeah, reality. I mean, Chris doesn't think anyone's going to check him on anything he says. I guess I don't know.
Well, he thinks
something that's that easy to figure out if it happened or not. Well, you got to wonder what he's thinking, if anything. I'm still back with Tangier. I think maybe the aliens are responsible.
It has to be. It has to be.
Oh, I'm not talking about him. But as far as Brick, it's like we came to an understanding, because I asked him politely. Well, I guess he asked me in the midst of an argument, constantly arguing. He asked me what I wanted from him, and I told him I simply wanted him to separate himself from Todd and anyone else if they were in the process of attacking Tiffany and I, and he agreed. And as far as I know, he did. So thank you very much for that, Brick. That's very much appreciated. It was respectful of you.
Translation, I told him what to do. He's going to do it because he's my little bitch. That's how it works with Chris. You either do it his way or he'll take you out. Don't you just love
She really, I mean,
Chrissy's right. Do what I say policy or else.
Say it again.
He is just the epitome of arrogant. I mean, he thinks that he's just going to order folks around and they're going to do whatever it is he wants done because he said to do it. I want him to disassociate himself from whoever it was. And give me a break. Why is anyone going to do something just because you want people to do it? I mean, he really thinks he's got that kind of juice with people. I don't know. I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
No, that's his persona. That's who and what he is. That's my way or the highway.
And in that, I have decided to do a video review for him. Now, it ain't great. It ain't perfect. I have a feeling that there's going to be some animosity over this. However, the first thing I want to say is to Brick, which I know you'll watch this. This video is a favor for you because I want to personally encourage you to continue what you're trying to do. I want you to continue, but you're going to be a little unhappy with me on this because in this video, I have to show you where you went sideways as fuck, bro. And in that, there are a few people that absolutely deserve apologies from the live stream that you put on today.
The truth according to Chris Reiter.
I'll show you, okay? Because At the end of the day, what I want from this is for you to learn and you to help teach everyone. That's really what we're out to do, okay, as a community. If you're a community member, that's really what you're out to do, is try to share knowledge, share your mistakes, share your endeavors, share your experiences so that other people might learn from it.
We're going to learn from the man that couldn't tell the truth if he had a taser strapped to his balls and went off every time he told a lie. He'd have french fried nuts in about 5 minutes. But anyways, please, Chrissy, the man who won't tell the truth or retracts anything when it's it wrong, please tell us.
Okay, and that is something that you are going to have accomplished with me today in front of my audience. So this is at the end of this, I'm encouraging Brick to continue. I'm saying good job, Brick, okay, in that you're out there learning and fighting for rights, because I appreciate that. Personally, I appreciate that. And this is not a dig.
You know what that reminds me
So
of?
for all of you watching, this is to learn from.
You know what that reminds me of?
There seemed to be a huge misunderstanding.
What's that?
Did you ever see Boogie Nights? The movie Boogie Nights?
I remember the movie. I don't remember if I watched it or
There's
not.
a scene in there where Mark Wahlberg's character is they're at this big pool party, and there's another character named Reed Rothschild, and Wahlberg does this very incredible dive into the pool, and he comes up and says, "Well, that was good, but let me show you where you were wrong." That just reminded me so much of that scene. He does this with everybody. He says, "Oh, that's great, but here's where you screwed up." Who is he to? Who is he to say?
That's what I want to say too, because he has not really done auditing or frauditing per se, and Brick doesn't strike to me as someone similar to Reiter in mentality wise. He strongly believes in the one in First Amendment. I think he might be more the activist and not the frauditor, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I get.
And I think he has a more respectful way of communicating his ideals, whereas we know Reiter does not. And several others do not.
And there are some of these guys who do it right, like Ironton Auditor.
Right.
He really does. He does it. He does it the way it's supposed to be done. But some of these guys, Reiter is just a trip.
Yeah, it's
So
Reiter's out there. That's all you can say. Reiter's out there.
He is, and I don't think a lot of people in the 1A community actually believes Reiter to be a true 1A activist.
Well, you know what's bad when people in your own community don't even claim you. For public safety is that one guy that isn't really a lot of people you'll notice don't claim him because he's beefing with everyone,
Especially that committee, that community.
Yeah.
In that community, you're supposed to support wife beaters and
speaking of that sort of thing, did you hear that Earl David Warden lost his appeal this afternoon?
Sure did.
Yeah, he
20 more years. He's got 20 years left, right?
18.
Goodness.
For what he did, that's not nearly enough.
Hopefully, they lose the key or something like that.
But enough about that. I just wanted to mention that.
For the basis of the entire situation, a huge misunderstanding that can easily be corrected. And I will say that I don't know what interactions Brick had with other officers or with clerk's offices or maybe the mayor's office, but I don't really understand why they didn't explain this to him unless maybe there was some. Anyway, it goes. It should have been explained to him. And we're going to look at something together. So when you do a records request, y'all, and they give you an answer, it's not always what you think they're saying. You need to research. You need to research, especially the answers that you get from records requests, okay?
Again, you Neanderthal. You do nothing but cherry pick records or your own records constantly. You don't even know what you're reading yourself. Stop trying to explain it to other people if you have no idea what you're talking about. Please.
I'm going to show you guys that first. So apparently Brick and Let's were upset, and in their mind, rightfully so, because they requested for the chief of police, and I may be misunderstanding this just a little bit, and I'm open for clarification, but it seems to me by all facts that are available that they made a request for the chief of police's on paper documented oath of office affirmation. Now, we all know that under United States statute,
he has tyrants beware and Wyatt. Wyatt is the guy. That's the guy with all the fake. Had all those GoFundMe's that he'd post and Wrangler's chat, and then he left, and now he's part of F3. That guy, that Wyatt.
Yeah, Michael Wyatt. And after we get done on live, I want to tell you guys something backstage. So, yeah.
That all officers, other than the President of the United States, maybe we don't all know, this is a learning curve here. All officers in the United States are required to take an oath of office other than the President. Although the President does do it, that is the only exception.
The President has this oath he takes.
I don't even know where to start with that one. I know. I'll start here. Before he enter on the execution of his office, he shall take the following oath or affirmation. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States and will.
Hey, you said it wrong. He doesn't take an oath. He takes an oath.
Yeah, oath.
He takes an oath. This is your oath of office.
I wonder if there's an oath for Troes.
Honor your oath. Hey, you guys need to honor your oath. Come on.
Yeah, you gotta honor if you're gonna be a Troe, you gotta honor your oath.
To the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. That not enough for you, Chrissy? Hold on. The wording of the oath is specific in Article 2, Section 1, Clause 8 of the United States Constitution, and the new president must take it before executing or carrying out any official powers or duties. Fun fact, Chief Justice John Roberts administered the presidential oath of office to Joe Biden on October 20th, 2021. Just figure out, throw a fun fact out there. Chrissy, stop being an idiot. Stop trying to give advice. Stop trying to teach people. You are wrong. You don't know what you're talking about. And I'm back. Thank you, everybody. Let's let him continue to dig his own grave.
So anyone working for the government, as the government, has to take an oath of office. The misunderstanding comes in here, though. So Briggs and Letts were put in a records request for the chief of police for the city of New Mexico, Albuquerque, New Mexico. They wanted to see the chief's oath of office signature on paper. Well, this is where they got confused. In New Mexico, they do the affirmation, but it's not on paper. Okay, I'll show you. And this is why you got to research. So I'm going to share screen with you guys on this. Bear with me. We're just going to take a look at this.
Get ready, Will. He's going to give legal advice.
So there is New Mexico's rules to the oath. Okay, and if you,
Hey, I sent you the link, big boy. You didn't respond. I sent you the link. Let's see. Why is it so dang small?
Because
I don't know if y'all can see the mouse, but if you look here, whenever any person shall be required to take an oath.
How could I look, Chris? I can't see anything.
Before he enters upon the discharge of any office, place, or any business, or any lawful occasion, any person administering the oath shall do so in the following form. Listen up.
The oath.
The person swearing shall, with his right hand uplifted, follow the words required in the oath as administered, beginning, I do solemnly swear, and in closing, so help me God. Now, that's the rules for the state's oath of office. It did not say anything about signing. So let me fix this.
Okay, let's give Chrissy an education on this part. Let's see. He went and looked up just probably the first website that popped up in his little bullshit search. It's not an uncreditable publication. I actually went to the New Mexico Secretary of State website, and I talked to him.
Yes, you have to go to the actual Secretary of State website where they specify the specifics on matters like this. In particular.
Oh, wait a minute. You have to read specific things in the law? I thought you could just make it up.
The law is
Man,
incredibly specific. The law is nothing is specific. It's generally specific. Hint, hint.
Pacific.
That'd be a good name. That'd be a good name for a website for a YouTube channel.
A Pacific oath of office.
A Pacific. Oh.
To a lovely clerk over there. She was absolutely fantastic and so helpful. See what you get when you don't bully people around or push them or tell them how to do shit? You get stuff. Weird, I know. But what he didn't do is read everything. Because if he had gone to the New Mexico Secretary of State website and found the oath of office they have to take, you would see at the bottom of this page, click here to download the oath of office form. Bam, right there. Chrissy, you have to do the whole research, not just pick one thing you found and interpret it the way you want. They absolutely have to sign an oath of office form. Period. End of story. Chris, oh God, the stupidity just oozes out of your brain into my ears and makes me more stupid just for listening to you. Thankfully, I have an anti-cootie stoop shot. It helps combat your stupidity and your icky ooey cootie.
I'm sorry. We're gonna wrap the stream up in a couple of minutes. I can't listen to For Public Safety anymore.
Yeah, I can't blame you. He can be too much, and it's not that he's giving a good argument about his beliefs. I think it's more about the lies that he produces, that he comes up with out of blue. What he tells people, what he has said to you, what he's saying about you, what he has said about numerous people, how he has led charges against other people to the point some of them has basically just got off YouTube.
Well, I remember that thing he pulled when he said that you were a doctor.
Yeah.
And, that whole thing was beyond ridiculous.
And that just showed how much of an idiot.
Yeah, here, you a little bit of research you wouldn't know the answer, and well, you don't have time to research. Well, it's right there in my bio page, man.
Yeah.
Like very first thing, if you actually took a moment to read it.
Well,
Marty Taylor.
That would require actual work when we all know that he's not very good at that.
Marty Taylor. Y'all should not talk about Reiter's balls so much. You know that makes Tyrant to beware hot and jealous.
Well, here lately, Tyrants Beware has been probably having to clean the toilets a little bit more often because I think someone's noticing he's on the internet a little bit too much while he's at Toyota. But hey.
He does work for Toyota, right?
Yeah, he does. Clean the toilets.
Casey, there's nothing wrong with that. That's an honorable job.
It is an honorable job. And Katie, get off my keyboard.
Well, here's the thing with Tyrants Beware. After his infamous celebrating 500 subscribers when he only had 430 and has yet to eclipse 500 subscribers, I think he did that live stream thinking he was going to get monetized and make some money. But he doesn't make any money because he's not monetized, because no one cares about his puny copycat channel. And if you're wondering, I'm simply repeating the words For Public Safety said about my channel a year ago. Nobody's ever going to care about your puny little copycat channel. No one's ever going to care and subscribe to you.
Well, I think we put that one to rest.
I mean, we're 4,500 subscribers, and we just eclipsed 4,500 subs. Which, fun fact, guys, my goal originally for this year was to eclipse 5,000 by the end of last year. But when YouTube put me in their doghouse, there's no way that was getting done. But when we get to 5,000 subs, we're totally gonna party. Totally gonna party.
Are you going to have beverages at this party?
I might have to actually make sure there's sippy cups ready.
Okay, I was going to say I sense a sippy cup joke on the horizon.
Yeah, the sippy cup was coming.
Now I want to real quick, and we're going to wrap this up in about 2 minutes. But Casey said, if Chris only films his life like he says, he's he's a part of the vlogger community, not the 1A. Frauditors, it's like we're seeing they're not. We've been thinking of what are the proper ways to describe frauditors. They're not activists. They're not journalists.
No, they're grifting.
I like what John Legato says about them. They're prank channels. That's all.
Prank channels.
Okay, yeah.
Another one. They're vloggers. Yeah. What does a vlogger do? Film their everyday life, and that's what these guys do. They film themselves for 10 minutes waddling up the street to a parking lot, then waddling back to their cars. That's a vlogger,
right? Yes,
that's not activism.
Exactly, and like I said, for activism, there's a way you can do it in such where people will actually listen to your argument. They may still not agree with you, but they will listen to your argument. The way these guys are doing it, you're just going to be pissed off with them to the point that you would, you're 1A community supporter. Okay, now I know these guys are just crazy, and won't listen to someone who has legitimate arguments.
Right. Terminator says it well. He's a troll channel. Absolutely. One thing I just want to comment on real quick, and we're going to wrap this up. I had a peek at that case. Hawkeye slot about trademarks. Yeah, I said I was going to end it, but I want to just show it real quick. It's a good case, and it really talks about the factors that the Supreme Court will look at when determining whether or not a person can file a trademark. And some of the arguments that they use, and I like this, evidence of actual confusion. You have two entities that have the same name. Is it going to be confusing to the consumers, right? Degree of care likely to be exercised by purchasers in selecting goods. Okay. Similarity of the conflicting designations. These are factors to determine. And what would happen if there were two for public safeties on YouTube? Right now. So if that were to actually become something that goes to court, there's a lot of factors here that the court could go back and forth on. So that's a really good case that you dropped. I think it's an interesting argument, whether or not there could actually be major repercussions for either the LLC being opened up or for public safety having to change its name because there's an LLC in the name. I don't know. But hey, we'll just see the fireworks unravel moving forward. But we're going to wrap this up now, guys. It is. I am still not 100%, and I am past my bedtime. So, fellas, thanks for hopping on. See you guys, I don't know, soon.
Yep.
Y'all with me?
Yeah, I'm right here. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thought you were getting ready to throw us in backstage, so.
Well, you can say bye at least. I mean, the people are here to see
it. Yeah.
David?
Don Ray, thank you very much.
Did we lose David?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm here.
Everybody's falling asleep.
David real quick.
He was typing. Well, he was writing something with his new pen on the monitor.
Yeah.
Oh man. Yep. We're gonna call it quits, fellas. Thanks for coming on. I know you want to mention something, Joe. We'll just give us a second. We'll be right there. But thanks for coming on. Bring you back on soon.
All right. Good to see you.
Yeah. All right, everybody. Like I said, I haven't been the best. I'm better, but I'm still not 100%. But like right now, my eyes are like, ugh. Hey, who's rude? I am not rude. Fine, maybe a little. That's my channel. It's my First Amendment right to be rude. Okay. Great to see you all. Everybody have a good night. We'll be back. We might be back tomorrow. Might be back Wednesday or Thursday. Hopefully at the start of the live. Yeah, I mean, look, I don't know why YouTube doesn't recommend me. I don't know. Guys, I did mention we started a Telegram group. It's in one of my community posts. Go have a look for it. If you want to join the community, join the Telegram. Send me an email, and I'll send you the information. That way, you'll be notified anytime we start a live. Not a problem. But anyway, everybody have a good night. Thanks for coming on for tonight. Bye. See you. Oh, Casey says Rona. Hope you feel better soon, my dear. Hope you feel better soon. Hey, Eagle Nick is here. You guys will like it.
Now, everybody say goodbye for about the 7th time to the newest Frauditor Mania YouTube handle he has created. Go create you a few more, because Eagle Nick Audits is fixing to send you out the door.
Oh, what an assault.
Fuck you up. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say my mom again, bro. Say my mom again. Say it again, bro. Say it again. Get the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Wait.
Are you serious right now?
Let's go.
Don't you touch me. Don't you put hands on me. This is a lawsuit, sir.
Okay.
Everybody see what's happening? Look at this.